Hi there everybody, and welcome to another video. Today's video I have this Volvo XC70. This is a 2007, 2008 model, the 2.4 D5 diesel engine, and I'm getting an engine light with two fault codes. I think one is a P2227 and the other one maybe a P0069 or 68. I'm gonna double check anyway, but both codes are pointing to this sensor here. So on my previous video I made on this car, it was showing how to get to this sensor and where it's located, and today I'm actually going to replace it. This is called the barometric pressure sensor. I think it's also known as a map sensor. So the readings I was getting on the sensor that's on the car at the moment were a little bit out of range, which can cause an engine light and therefore can also cause the car to go on limp, some kind of limp mode. So in my previous video I removed the bumper in order to be able to remove this, but I'm going to attempt to remove it just from this angle. If it's possible, I'll give it a go. The sensor is actually located, so I remove the headlight. Very easy to remove in this car. Just you pull these two bits that are, there's one in there and one in there, you pull them out, headlight comes loose and you disconnect the cable. And I also pull this just from here. It's connected from the air filter box here to the intake hose just here. I just bent it a little bit and it came out. So the sensor, I got my light in there. The sensor, it's hiding just there. If you can see that. So I got a replacement there. I got that from eBay, and I'm going to attempt, this is a T20 Torx here, so I'm going to attempt to remove it from here. I know I can get to the little screw from here, and I may use a magnet to pick up the sensor. Pulling it out might be another thing altogether, but I did pull it out the other day, so it might be a little bit loose, as in easier to remove, but we'll see. Otherwise bumper has to come out. Anyway, let's give it a go. So I know I can get my ratchet in there and get to the sensor somehow, to the little screw. Which shouldn't really be that tight anyway. I don't know if you can see that. A little bit difficult to see, it's just there. Okay, I got the ratchet just on the screw. So I'm just undoing the little screw now. So I just want to be careful. Just removing the ratchet so I can open this by hand. Okay, that is loose now. So I'm gonna get a magnet. Right, got my magnet. It's there. and got the screw. Hopefully don't lose the screw. And then this cable here is the one that connects to that sensor. So I'm just gonna pull on that a little bit, see if it comes out, but it's not coming out. So may have to try and bring it out. It just needs to be pushed out basically. Right, I was trying to use this long thing to get the sensor out, but instead it got stuck. So I had to get my hand in there, and I just about managed to get my hand through that hole and actually pull the sensor out. So I might be able to show you. Here's the sensor. So with my hand, I pulled a bit on the cable here and it came loose. So far I've been able to remove the sensor. I have to press on that little clip there and pull the connection out. May need my 2 hands for that. Okay, I got it out. There's the new sensor. So the readings I was getting for this one in kilopascals were around 1010. So we'll see what that gives us. I'm gonna put a little bit of grease around this O-ring here so I can push it in a little bit easier. Okay, just got a little bit of grease around that. Now I'm going to plug it in. I mean, the fact that I haven't checked the wiring on this thing, but the fact that the computer is actually reading the sensor kind of leads me to believe that the wiring is working. Right, so I need to push that in there, and again, may need my 2 hands for that. Okay, got my sensor plugged in, and now I have to put it down into the hole, and so I may have to get my hand again in here. I guess you would have to have really skinny hands to get your hand to go down this part here. So we have the hole somewhere there, which I can't really see where it is at the moment. Is that one there? Yep. Okay, so pushing it is the thing. So I may actually use this. Try and push it down. Okay, that seems to be in place. Let's just check. Seems like it is. So now I have the screw here, which I put with a bit of paper there so it doesn't fall out. I was gonna use a magnet, but this might be the way to do it. I'm not sure. I don't want to lose the screw. So if I drop it, well, hopefully it doesn't drop in a dodgy area, but so I have to be quite careful here. That is in there. Because it feels like I can screw, and there is a bit of resistance, which is good news. Okay, got it in. That was great. I'm glad about that. Didn't have to remove the whole bumper. So that is really good news. Well, now I'm just gonna feed the headlight and its connections, and then we check the computer. Okay, so these are the two codes I'm dealing with. The barometric pressure one and the other barometric pressure one. And there is a few other fault codes I have in this car, but the main ones I'm concerned with are the engine ones here. So I'm gonna access these and check the live data and see if that has changed in any way. So the one I was most concerned about is that one there. Let's check the airflow and all right, so this may have, is it? So, as I was seeing on the results just now, the readings for the barometric sensor there were pretty much the same as before. However, I have deleted the fault codes. Just went for a test drive and rechecked the fault codes, and these other ones have come back, but the original ones have not come back, and also the engine light has remained off. I just went for a little test drive because I was a little bit doubtful about it. So this is where the faults were, where it says diesel there. and there's nothing now. So these are other fault codes I have. Temperature sensor, control module system internal failure calibration, maybe something that I can calibrate. I'm not sure about that. Those there, I need to investigate those. But my main concern was the one with the diesel one, because it was making the car go in limp mode, and I just test drove the car and it's driving really well. And like I said, no fault codes have come back, which is really good. And also, as I was saying, this barometric pressure, it's pretty much the same as it was. It says 10.1, but I had it before. I had it in my previous check. Sorry, can't click on that. Well, if I change that to a different, doesn't let me change it. Oh, there we are. To, is it hectopascals? Then I get that reading there. So that's the reading I was getting before anyway. However, those fault codes were being generated. So if I read now for fault codes, there's no DTCs, and those were coming back straight away. So it has actually sorted my problem, funny enough. Only the readings are the same. So I will still post this video if it helps. I'm surprised, a little bit surprised on the readings, but unless I'm getting confused with a different sensor, I'm not sure. However, it has fixed my engine light and those fault codes, and now I just need to deal with these other ones. This is left front window, general failure, and some other message here, something missing there, but actually my window is actually working. However, the rear one is not. So I don't know if it's related to that. And this other one here, it's left front window general failure. Again, it says left front window, but it's not exactly the left. It's the left rear window that is failing. But anyway, that is a case for another time. So happy days, to be fair. I hope the video helps. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.